An African brother in the UK is in serious trouble. This brother resides in Manchester of United Kingdom, and I believe today's story is one which everyone can learn from. I decided to share the story today as I know some people are on this path to make similar mistakes as this brother of ours. So I believe that once the story is being shared to everyone, all our African brothers all around the world, African sisters, our eyes is going to be opened and we're going to know what to do more better. In as much this is a very sad story, but guys, I want you all to sit back, relax, learn from this, take one or two things from this, and share to every other person who may fall victim to some scammers currently using the UK visit visa to scam vulnerable people. Guys, you know me that when I come here, I like to say it raw, not sweet talking, not beating around the bush, but give you the whole truth. This brother of ours is a Nigerian brother, okay? He's a Nigerian. According to him, he was doing so well back at home. When I mean well, he was doing excellently well, had a good business, everything was working for him, family going well, cars, houses. He was the average people we call back at home. He wasn't suffering, he wasn't begging for food on the streets. He was at least okay, could afford 3 square meal per day. Now, just because of this quest to travel abroad, to move to the UK, just because of the whole relocation stuff, an agent, unfortunately, deceived him, saying that he can move to the UK with a visit visa. And when he come into the UK, he would be able to navigate his way. He would be able to get a job and can settle here in the UK and bring his family. So this man left his own country, sold some few properties here and there, gathered money, millions of naira, thousands of pounds just to move into the UK with this visit visa. He moved to Manchester. I don't even know how they forged these invitations. Till now, I'm still thinking, how were they able to forge this invitation? Well, he got the invitation from whom? I don't know. Came to Manchester, and after 6 months of looking for a job, he couldn't find any. He then decided to use a forged document to work. A forged document to work. And if you know this UK, I always say this is like one of the most watched country in the world. You can't do wrong and you're going to do wrong forever and you won't get caught. Definitely, one day you would be caught. That's the UK for you. Everyone is watching. Cameras everywhere. Everybody is looking out for that one who is going to enter into the government's hands wrongly. And for this, our brother is now in big trouble with the UK government. You know the offenses of you using a forged document to work, whereby you don't even have any right at all to do a legal job. You decide to use someone else's document to work, and at his workplace, this man was caught, apprehended by the police, and currently serving jail time. He's been in prison. When I say relocation, 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 you have to do it right. Most people will feel like, oh, this woman just like to talk. But it has gone beyond just talking. Instead, it's about me trying to enlighten everyone out there to let you know you can do this the right way. You don't need to let any agent, anybody deceive you. Yes, the UK government implemented a law just last year saying that people cannot come into the UK with a visit visa. But if you read that law very well, we all have mobile phones, smartphones, internet data. If you read that law that was implemented talking about the visit visa, it only says you can come in with a visit visa and look for a job. It did not say, please note, that you can work with the visit visa. But you know, when the devil wants to work, they try to look for anything to use to devour people. And that is the issue on ground right now. Agents are now using the visit visa to scam people. This man was caught at his workplace. Just imagine having sold his properties, sold some of his you know, lifelong investments just to come into the UK, only to be disgraced, caught by the police, imprisoned, and you know what next after the sentence? It's gonna be straight to deportation. And when it comes to deportation, yeah, the UK government don't have any mercy in terms of, they're not saying, okay, yes, even though you're going to be deported, the ones you've worked before, your savings are going to go with you, or your bank, the money in your bank account are going to go with you. No, nothing at all is going to go back home with you. This man now was taken like a goat, tied, handcuffed to the prison, awaiting the next flight back home. How sad can this be? Guys, we can do better. And I do say this, these countries are two different words. Africa and United Kingdom are two different words. You can't say, oh, because of it works like this in Africa, you're going to do it in the UK. No. They use the term called dagbo, that I can just come into the UK now, I will find my way, I will just dagbo am. There's nothing like dagbo over here in this country. There's nothing like that. Is it that you're in well or you're not in at all? Is that you come in legitly or you suffer the consequences? Now, for this man now, I don't want to pass the too much blame on him, even though he's to be blamed. As you shouldn't believe just anything someone tell you about relocation. Just anything an agent says about relocation. You just go by that. You don't go and do your own background check. You did not do your own research properly. That is where a lot of us fall victims of these scammers who call themselves agents, but I call them agent of doom. That is where a lot of us get it so wrong. Someone told you you can come into the UK with a visit visa. You just bought that. You started running up and down looking for one or two to sell. You didn't even sit down to think, how possible can this be? You didn't even sit down to weigh the options. You just follow through. Say, guys, let's be careful. If you want to relocate, fine. I advise relocation. I encourage relocation. But I encourage doing it well. Doing it the right way. Not just doing it anyhow. A grown-up man, a married man with children, painfully disgraced. Who says everyone even have to relocate? Who says that? You were doing very well back at home, fine. You want to come in. Why don't you come in rightly? To be honest with you all, I just want to open up with you all. Just yesterday, someone was in my DM on Instagram chatting me. Like I was getting several calls of this particular person. He kept on saying to me that, oh, Clara, I have over 200 people that I've trained. I want to help them. It's like I'm running an NGO. I just want to help them to move abroad. I'm like, okay, you want to help them? All right, that's good. You want to help people? It's like, I just want to get them a job. Is there any way you can help me? I said, the only help I can help you is by the information I provide you on YouTube or go to the government website, read by yourself. Like, no, you understand what I mean now? Do you have any slot for sponsorship? I said, come again. What do you mean slot? As in now, hey, do you know where I can buy COS? Do you know where they say COS? I'm like, man, sir, you are a wicked person. You claim you want to help this set of people, over 200, you said. Meanwhile, if one or two is being put together, you must have collected money from these people, pretending to be an agent or a recruiter. Now you're looking for who to implicate. So what I'm trying to tell you here, guys, is that please, let's do our own research before we take anything about relocation. Even if I come here any day or every day telling you any pathway, any visa in terms of relocation, please ensure you do your own research properly. Ensure you do your own research properly. Many people are not telling you the truth. It's not as easy as they say. Agents are lying to you just to eat your money, just to take hold of that your little income that you have. But like I do say, one day God's judgment is going to be for everybody. They can be doing it for so long, but they won't do it forever. It's so sad. Our African brother has to fall into this situation. It's so sad. Like, it saddens me. So please, if you know anybody right now that has been discussing with you, any African brother, sister that has been discussing with you, saying that an agent or someone is saying they should come into the UK with a visit visa, please share this video to them. Tell them that may be a very dangerous pathway of relocation. Tell them not to try it. Tell them the consequences attached to it. Please, guys. Please, enough is enough. Every day, Africans. Are we the only one in the world? What about Asians, Indians? We don't hear of them. Constituting all this nuisance in terms of relocating to the UK. We are the only one as Africans. And I also believe strongly we are one of the major reasons why all of this pathway are being restricted, are having stricter measures because of their abuse. Now it's no longer the care visa. Now these agents are taking pre-off. It's not a visit visa. How can you be so wicked? You sent a man to come into the UK with a visit visa, knowing fully well it's never the case. The poor man got here and found himself stranded here. And after 6 months running around searching for jobs, he couldn't get nothing. He decided again to go by what the agent said, forge documents, use someone's documents, started working, pretending to be that person, not knowing it won't last forever. What is your view about these guys? Please share your views to me. I want to hear from you because this saddens me so much. It saddens me completely. This is absolute nonsense. Before you decide to embark on a journey, do your own background check. Read thoroughly. Visit visa. Sometimes when I come on YouTube, I hear people asking me, oh, Clara, what about the UK visit visa? Can I come into the UK with the visit visa? Who has been lying to you guys? Who has been lying to you guys? Who has been telling you guys the lies? That you can come in with the visit visa to work. Where is it stated? Where? This has to stop. It can't continue any longer. It can't continue. As a matter of fact, I am going on a journey of exposing every fraudulent agent prying on people. I've heard of situations whereby some people even took their own life just because what they were promised is not like it when they got into the UK. They don't want to face the shame anymore, returning back onto nothing. They took their own life. I've heard of some Zimbabwe brothers like that. Nigerians sleeping under the bus here in the UK with hope of nothing. Ghanaians going around begging for food just because we don't want to do it rightly. See, relocation is sweet though, but it is more sweeter when you come in well. It's more sweeter when you come in legally, legitimately, through the right pathway, through the right means. And when it comes to relocation too, you have to be intentional about it. It's not something you just wake up at the blink of your eyes. Oh, wow, I am in abroad. It takes a lot of processes, procedures. I'm not going to make today's life so long. I just needed to share this out. If you don't take anything from this video today, take it for a fact that you can't come into the UK with a visit visa to work. You're going to find yourself in the next flight being deported back home if you don't get a job within 6 months. And if you get a sponsorship or someone that is going to sponsor you while on the visit visa, did you read on the government website that you need to go back home to apply for that visa before coming back into the country to do that work? I hope you guys are following me. What does this mean? It means even if the government have said, yes, you can come into the UK with a visit visa, look for a job, it doesn't mean when you look for this job, you successfully get a job or an employer to sponsor you, you can start working immediately. No. You can only come here, search around, look for a potential employer, go back to your country, apply for that job or visa, and come back in again. You see? This is why I made a video sometime, a few months ago, saying the visit visa to the UK is not, it doesn't make sense to me. Instead of investing so much money, effort into that, why not try as much as you can? Even if it's going to take you so much time, try as much as you can. Get a sponsorship job, a legit sponsorship job, a real sponsorship job. Come in with peace of mind. Don't be like our African brother who sold all his properties to move into the UK, Manchester, just to be arrested and now facing deportation. Going back home to nothing. His business is shut down his business, everything, because of the old relocation dream. The truth, they say, is bitter, but the truth will set us free. Let's be careful. Every day I get several of them like that on my emails, on my DM on Instagram. These people, agents, they call themselves, telling me, asking me, Clara, I'll do this, Clara, do that, enticing me with big money. But I'll say, devil, get behind me, because I am not going to be a cause of another man's pain, another man's cry. I will never be a cause to that. Please, guys, we can do better. It's enough hearing every single time African this, African that, Nigerian this, Ghanaian that, Zimbabwe this. It's enough. Enough is enough. Please. Enough is enough. Don't just go by what anyone tells you about relocation. Do your own research. God has given us this brain. Pray for spirit of discernment. Know that which is good, that which is wrong. Please. I'm going to go now, but I'll be willing to read your opinions in the comment section. Looking forward to your own views. Share them with me. Do you think this man is to be blamed totally, or do you think it was just only misled by the agent? For me, I feel like he is to be blamed just as the agent is also to be blamed. Let's be careful. And as usual, I remain loyal to you all. Whatsoever updates I can gather, necessary information I can gather that can help and ease your relocation journey, I would always be on my foot to keep you guys updated. Don't forget to like this video if you're watching me. And this is a new series I'm introducing on my channel called True Stories about life here abroad, precisely in the UK. as I believe it's not just coming here saying apply to this country, this employer is hiring, applying to that. No, but sometimes we need to speak the truth and say it as it is. So thank you for tuning in, guys, and I hope this video benefits you. I hope it opens your eyes to what the whole UK visit visa entails in terms of the work pathway. I'll be willing to see you guys in my next one. For now, goodbye. Bye.